setup for our putt, the setup is our feet are going to be shoulder width apart, just inside shoulder width. And what we want to do is we're going to have our arms hanging straight down from our body. So as we take our posture, bending over at the waist, we want to have our eyes directly above the golf ball. So if I took a golf ball and dropped it from my eyes, if I have the correct posture, I should be able to drop it and hit right on top of that golf ball. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to work on making sure that we have our proper setup, low support, and then as we go through, very consistent swings. Straight back, straight through. What we're going to do is we're going to work on just making sure that we have nice, smooth putt stroke. We're making center contact on the face. We're able to make those putts. Alright, so now we're going to go over the pre-swing setup. So we want to set up for our chip shot. Okay, so some of the basic things that we're going to do is, again, our stance is going to be very close together. Okay? And when we went over, it's a very low shot. It's a small swing. We're not making a big swing. When we make that swing, we're roughly going to get that club head about knee high, and it's going to stay the same all the way through, back and front. Okay? So when we set up, what we're going to do is our feet are close together. Ball is going to be a little bit more to the back of our stance. We're going to have our weight forward on that front foot. And then when we set up the golf club, we would normally set up with our hands right in the middle. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to keep those hands, getting them ahead. Now the reason why we're getting those hands ahead of that golf ball is that we want to close that club face down, have it a little bit shut. And what that's going to do is that's going to help us get that ball, keep that ball low and get it on the ground rolling very quickly. Okay? So as we make our swing, so when we set up, so do you guys remember when we set up for putting, what was that letter that we created with our hands in the club? We created that letter Y. Okay, we're going to continue with that letter. We're going to keep that letter throughout our swing. Okay, so we're not hinging anything yet. Okay, all we're doing is just rotating our shoulders and rotating our body through, keeping the lower half very quiet, and just making a nice short square shot. Have a wide stance, get a very solid low base. Okay. And what we want to do is we want to get the ball up in the air. Okay, so generally with bunker, we're going to have some sort of lip like this, or we have to get it on the green and try and stop the ball quickly. So we need to get the ball up in the air quickly. Okay, so with doing that, we want to open that club face up. Okay. So with that club face open, we're going to need to make that swing, and we're going to need to get down in through the ground, but brushing underneath the ground and taking some sand with the golf ball. Okay. So when we make this shot, what we're going to do is we're going to line up. And we're going to have to open our body. Okay, so our body is going to be aimed off to the left to counteract that club face when we open it up. That is aiming off to the right. Okay, so we're going to go over. I'm going to just go over some of the pre-swing and in-swing, just fundamentals, just things that we want to work on. So setting up to the golf shot, especially with full swing, our first three things with anything are going to be grip, alignment, and posture. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're aiming correctly, obviously. Aiming that club face, both the club face and our feet. Okay. Making sure we're in that correct posture for the full swing. So feet are going to be shoulder width apart. And again, remember, we're rotating. We're making that full swing all the way back, getting that club to parallel, and then rotating back through and using that power of the body, not just swinging with our arms. And making sure that when we finish that swing and we rotate back, it's just as important to follow that swing through and finish that swing. Finishing that swing, all that weight on that front foot, balancing on that back foot, clubs up behind our head. Okay, we want to make sure that we're finishing that swing. If I don't finish that swing and I'm stopping down here, and just making a half swing, I'm never going to be able to get that full power out of my shot. I'm not going to be able to get that full swing out of it and make sure that I'm hitting that full shot that I want. It's going to be more like a pitch shot at that point, right?